In this video, I'm going to show you backlink analysis to show you how many links you're actually going to need to rank in the top 3 for any specific keyword or page. I've been building backlinks for over a decade, and this is the method that I use. The first step is collecting backlink data on specific keywords. Then I'm going to break them down into authority buckets like DR60, DR40, DR20. I also check the sources to figure out how many links I need of each type, like niche edits, or link insertions, whatever you want to call them, guest posts, directories. Here's my counts here. And I'll also cover a little bit about budgeting and ROI of link building. The first thing you're going to need is this template. I'll provide a link to it and you just make yourself a copy. Then you'll also need Ahrefs or SEMrush or a similar tool that can do backlink analysis. Personally, I use Ahrefs for everything. Then you're going to want to pick your target keyword. I'm going to go with title tag generator. And then you're going to head over to Google search. And I'm also going to hit this local search button, which will customize it to the US because I am in Canada. I'm using the Ahrefs Chrome extension here. Then I'm going to pull up the referring pages for the top ranking page. I'm also going to grab data for number 2 and number 3. You can grab more pages if you like, but the top 3 is a good place to start. This is going to open up the backlink profile on Ahrefs for the page. You'll notice there's 200 backlinks to this page, which is ranking number 1 for title tag generator. So I'm going to switch it to do follow, and that's going to chop it in half. Then I'm also going to set a DR filter for 20 and above. From a link building perspective, there's no point in acquiring backlinks from low quality domains. You might get some of those naturally, but there's no point in going after them on purpose. And then I'm going to set a domain traffic filter. I'm just putting 1, and that's going to filter out all of the dead domains that don't get any traffic. There's some speculation on whether getting links from a dead website will actually help your rankings. Some people say it's fine. I prefer to get links from live websites that actually get traffic. And I think that the more dead links your site has, probably the sketchier your backlink profile looks. So now if you remember, we had 100 links to start with and we're down to 33. You could set more filters from there, but these are the ones that are definitely worth looking at. And I'm going to export them as a CSV, and then I'm going to pull them into my spreadsheet. I just make a new tab for it like this. With this exact spreadsheet template, as long as your keyword and your tab match up exactly, it's going to automate all of the formulas in here. So you can see there's a lot of formulas, fancy, confusing formulas, and you don't want to mess with them. All you got to do is make sure that your tab is named exactly the same as the keyword. So then you got all these backlink stats here. And what'll happen is you'll notice that these authority buckets will automatically populate. So this first row here, title tag generator, it counted out of that sheet how many links are DR60 plus, how many are DR40 plus, and how many are DR20 plus. And if you want to change the groupings, you can just go in the formula here and adjust it if you want to get more specific with DR and counts and things like that. You'll also see the cost, the revenue potential, and the ROI populating. And you can adjust the costs and the ROI data with these 2 tabs here. And then if you want to figure out how many types of each link you're going to need, like niche edits or guest posts or directory listings, then you're going to want to go into your keyword tab for your backlink profile. And you can see here, I've got the backlinks from the top 3 ranking pages in here. I've just filtered some of them out. So basically you go to the SERPs and you repeat the same Ahrefs backlink profile with the same filters. And then you just download those as well, and you put them into the same tab. And then the link building report will average everything out. While one domain might have more than 3 DR60 domains, on average in the top 3, it's 3.67. Then to figure out how much of each type of link we need, I create a new column here called link acquisition type. And then I pick from the list, whether it's a niche edit or a guest post. Sometimes you'll be working with a ton of links. A quick and easy way to get the link acquisition type is to just look at the URL. A niche edit or a link insertion is going to have a different topic than the target keyword. And then a guest post is going to have the same topic as the target keyword. And then usually anything with a lot of parameters in it, like this stuff, that's usually directory listings. So you don't even really need to look at all these pages to categorize them. And it doesn't have to be perfect. We're just trying to get an idea of where the focus should be. Then all you got to do is repeat the process for your other keywords. I wouldn't recommend doing this for too many keywords all at once because this data is always changing. There could be an algorithm update that changes the top 3 search results. So just grab a couple of pages that you're considering building links towards and break them down to get some analysis. Now, if I wanted to sum these up, I could see exactly how many of which type of links I would need for the whole campaign. So I got 242 niche edits, 59 guest posts, and 29 directory listings. That shows that for these keywords, the majority of the focus should be towards niche edits because that is what's naturally ranking the pages in the top 3. Then a couple of guest posts, and then directories are debatable. You might not even want to go out of your way to try and get those. Often you just have to create a profile or create a listing on the directory. So it can be pretty easy work for a link builder to do. Guest posts are also fairly easy to do because you're just creating a new page and you're either just pitching your content and sometimes paying for it to get on there. Niche edits are harder because you actually have to get added to existing pages. For the keywords that I've picked, the fact that niche edits are the majority of the links kind of makes sense because these are all for tools. All of these pages would be for an AI software that does various things. So it makes sense that niche edits would be the majority of the ranking strategy because all the links are blog posts like this one, 7 steps to creating titles that work. And then it links to different tools and resources that you can use to generate title tags. Now let's figure out the cost and ROI of link building for these keywords. If you want to adjust the cost, you just go to this tab here and then you can change the cost for each bucket. These are fairly average prices for what you would pay a link building company to build these links. You might pay more or less, so you can just adjust them quickly here. And then same for ROI data, you just go to this tab and you can adjust the values here. I've got traffic to lead conversion rate, lead to customer conversion rate, and then customer lifetime value. Your metrics will probably be different, so you can just customize them. Here's what the cost and the ROI looks like for my campaign. The first one here is title tag generator. Looks like we'd need 3 or 4 DR60 links, 5 DR40 links, and then 4 to 5 DR20 links. That would cost around $3,500. Based on the ROI metrics for this specific site, that would be about 18K in ARR and a 5X ROI. That seems pretty worth it. Let's look at RAG tools with the same setup though. It would cost about $3,200. ARR would be about $367. ROI is 0. So that one might not be worth building links to. This will also help you prioritize which pages you should build links to first. When you reverse engineer the link profile like this, you'll find that you often need way less links to rank than you thought you'd need. Some keywords might require a lot of links to rank and be worth it. Other pages might not require many links to rank and also be worth it. Some pages might not need many links and still not be worth it. And other pages you'd have to build links to for years just to get on the first page. Once you've got an idea of the backlink profile and you know exactly how many links and what types of links you're going to need, it's easy to put a link building plan together. The next step is a link building quality threshold, which is basically just a document that outlines all of the rules for the types of links you're willing to pay for. Having a quality threshold for your links is super important because it defines exactly what you're willing to pay for and what you're going to find valuable for link builders. Similar to our filters here, we'd want to set criteria like the links should be do follow, they should be DR20 or higher, and it should not be from a dead site. We might set stricter criteria than that. I'll walk you through how to set up your link building quality threshold in the next video.